Hey everybody, February 26th, 2020. How's everybody doing today? Today is National Pistachio Day. Happen to actually be a fan of that green pistachio ice cream, although pretty much anything with dairy tears me apart nowadays, so kind of laying off the ice cream. Also like to eat pistachio nuts, but whatever that damn red dye is that they love to put on them gets kind of annoying, and plus shelling them. I mean, who wants to shell them? Come on now. All right, so I'm starting this video on the Andrade page. Why am I starting the video on the Andrade page? Because even though it's nearly impossible to read, I am basically 100 shards short of Andrade. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into the store and use my ingots to buy shard bags. All right, I'm at the Andrade shards. Gonna get the Andrade shard bag. It's a one-time offer. There, you can only purchase one of them. There's 2 bags in here, and these 2 bags have 50 shards at least each. So I'm guaranteed after I make this purchase to be able to unlock Andrade. All right, so there's my 2 bags. Let's go ahead and open them. Bag number 1. 85. Super close now. And here's bag number 2. 50. All right, so there it is. So now I'll go into my roster and go ahead and unlock them. Ordinarily, I might save a new wrestler until a talent up, so that unlocking them you get credit for the talent, but in this particular case there's some events that want to use them, so I'd like to take advantage of as much of that as possible. They should do it this color normally. I can actually read that. Alright, so there it is, 4-star bronze Andrade. I don't know if anybody's watched any videos on him, but he's pretty darn good. I would say that he is a upper tier acrobat for sure, probably tier 1. Okay, so that's out of the way. So how did I get enough shards for him? Well, I got enough of those special tokens for doing the daily objectives in the first 2 weeks, so I was able to get the bag there. I've been able to get many of the hell mode sidebar objectives where each one was about 11 shards each, I think. And then the work I've put into Shelton Benjamin, there's some side nodes there for his weekly tours where there was about 75 shards each that you could pick up there, and I happen to have the side node characters for most of those. I was able to get one of the sidebar characters from the Diamond Blitz, which was Big Kev, the striker, so that allowed me to complete that. And then I already had Eric Rowan, so I was able to do that one, and I don't even remember what the first one was anymore, but I had that person too, so I could do that one. The only one I wasn't able to do was the Jimmy Uso one. And not a single dime of actual physical money or credit cards, if you can think that's a loophole, was spent in getting this character. This was purely just battling through all of the objectives that had shards available for him. And so I kind of had a feeling at the beginning of the month when I saw he was a 1200 shard guy that I had a decent shot at him. So I went ahead and went for it. All right, so now we'll go take a look at some of the events that just started today. All right, so this leap year solo contest has started with the objective of being able to try to get Ember Moon. Ember Moon, if you haven't watched the videos on her, she's basically a clone of X-Pac. X-Pac being one of the better acrobats for the men. So she's an acrobat. Yeah, I know. That's what I think too. She's an acrobat in the for the females. So having an X-Pac level acrobat for the females definitely makes her an upper tier female acrobat for sure. So we've got some daily tasks, and then we've got the one that's going to run for a couple days. So daily task for today: defeat the boss in the Leap Year Tour open chapter with Charlotte Flair at any difficulty level. My Charlotte Flair is awful. So I'm going to have to see if there's a way to pause quit that and beat the boss with her in that particular chapter. In the Charlotte Flair chapter, beating the boss, that is going to be just impossible for me. There's no way I can even get to defeat the... I don't even think I can get to the normal mode boss. Now, I could decide, if I wanted to, at this point, to put enough development into her to get her to at least the normal mode boss, right? Because it doesn't say that you have to beat them on hell mode, right? It says any difficulty, so even normal mode, beat the boss in normal mode, right? So I could throw enough coin and enough, in her case, shards. I've got a lot of shards for her to increase her, right? But I got to decide, is that something I really want to do? Because right now she's fodder. She's a showboat female that I have at 3 stars undeveloped, right? So she's got about 500 something talent, so she comes in handy for blitzes as fodder. So I got to decide, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? Am I gonna go and try to grab these rewards that you get, right, which are these bags that have shamrock shards, and I think, are they all shamrock? No, there's some Matt Hardy Woken, and there's some more Matt Hardy Woken, right? And then you get a loot pull, right? So I got to decide, is that worth sacrificing her as potential fodder? And maybe it is. She's a good showboat female, and if you subscribe, to get the shards, I think it's the maybe it's the cash bag where once a week you get shards for her. So if you do that, and you get the shards for her, then maybe it's worth go ahead and develop. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of undecided, right? Because I know I've used her in the past as fodder in blitzes, and so she's had value to me that way in the past. So again, like I said, undecided on that one. I'm leaning towards actually developing her, but I don't really know. That's what they call wishy-washy. And then you have the bigger contest that's going on, right? And so top prize in the big contest here, 500 shards of Ember Moon. If you take number 1 overall in the game entirely, you get another 300 shards. And that's not enough to unlock her, right? I don't think. I didn't actually look at what shard level she comes in at. But the message, and actually so that I'm saying the right thing, I'm going to go take a look right now. Yeah, so 2,000 shards to unlock her, right? So 800 shards in this contest, obviously not enough to get that done, right? So translation there, there's probably going to be the expectation of spending actual cash to get her. There's no way I see through the contests as they are today that you even have a shot at being able to unlock her in the contest. Now, maybe, I don't know, maybe those loot coins that you can earn from doing the daily objectives, you have a shot there, but I don't recall seeing her in the loot. But let me go check. All right, here's the leap year loot, which is the loot coins you get from completing the daily objectives. Going in and taking a look here. Yeah, she's not on the list. All right, there's some pretty decent people on this list, but the Ember Moon. Let me get to the bottom here and check the shards. Yeah, no Ember Moon shards. So 5% chance to get the top level, which means about 5 out of every 100 loot pulls would be somebody on this list. That's pretty good odds. However, some of the people on this list aren't all that fantastic, right? So if you end up with the Aleister Black Striker is meh. 6, you can just get him without being in the contest at all. Rick Rude's okay. Those are good. I mean, that's a pretty decent list. Rikishi, valuable coach, trainer. Brock Lesnar, the powerhouse. I mean, those are not fantastic, but a lot of them are, right? So if you are inclined to spend money on a loot pool, this is not a bad one. There's a higher odds than normal of getting somebody on the featured list, and most of the people on the featured list are pretty special, with a few exceptions which aren't terrible. They're all usable. But anyway, if you're thinking about spending some actual money for some loot pools, this is not a bad one. And I think I saw in the store that you could even get a pull for like 99 cents. So, even if you want to just roll the dice and spend $1 for a 5% chance at somebody decent, that's not bad. All right, so back to the big contest, right? Lots and lots of tokens I noticed in this. Lots of tokens as a reward, lots of straps as rewards, even some medals as rewards. So, but at the end of the day, you're not getting Ember Moon just by completing this contest, right? And somebody is going to get only, the absolute biggest player in this contest is still only going to end up with a total of 800 shards, right? And that's not even half of her. So let's see what you have to do in this contest. So part of the actual regular weekly tour that happens for the month-long event, you get some credit with that, right? So Authors of Pain, Bludgeon Brothers, which isn't out yet, but it'll be out later this week. And then Andrade's, I don't know if Andrade's for this week is out yet or not, but you've got that. And then you've also got the Shelton Benjamin Week 4 tour. So you can get a little bit of credit right off the bat, right? We're talking 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8,000, assuming you have all of those people. So that'll get you one shy of here. And then you got a couple here that are just, you can do up to 30 of those leap year premium blitzes, and you'll get 2,000 each for that. And then your first loot coin will get you 2,000, and then any additional loot coin you spend will get you 200. There's going to be loot coin, it looks like, probably every single day of the event for daily objectives. And then, of course, you can purchase your own loot coin, right? And then obtaining Matt Hardy shards. We saw that Matt Hardy Woken shards were inside the bags for the daily objectives. So that's a chance there. And Ken Shamrocks are in there as well. And I don't remember seeing Root of All Evil shards in there. So that may require actual purchases of loot coins to get those, unless future bags have those. And then you can obtain these leap year bags, right? Pro, premium, and regular, and I'm guessing those are probably the bags again for the daily objectives. There might be some in the tours that we'll take a look at in a minute. And then we've got a showdown competition, I'm guessing here pretty soon, right? Any showdown. So go win any showdown with Aleister Black, and you can get credit there. Win any showdown with Root of All Evil Aleister Black, you can do that 20 times and get credit there. And so that's not saying a showdown tour, that's just saying showdown, right? So any of the showdowns that are in there right now, and any mixed match showdown, and then any showdown with Charlotte, and any showdown with Andrade. And these are limited, right? So only 20 of the Charlottes, only 5 of the Andrades, 20 of the Root of All Evil Aleister Blacks, right? So that's all the different ways that you can earn points in this 3-day long contest. So, how some of that is grinded out, right? Some of these you can just keep doing over and over and over and over and over again, and keep getting credit, right? So if you really, really, really like any of the rewards on here, you can just choose to grind if you want. I'll probably, I'm not seeing anything on here that super duper excites me, so I'm probably just going to basically do, I'll do kind of like my normal daily routine but include the characters that are part of the special objectives, right? So that I get the points, and then I'll just see where I'm at and be happy with whatever I get out of that. Right, and that's pretty much it for that. I'm not going to do any of the tours until Lockbox starts. There's Lockbox today, so might as well get credit for everybody by doing it during Lockbox. So I'll be doing my King's Weekly tour today. I'll be doing these battles, right? The Open, the Charlotte, and the Aleister Black. These are where you're going to grab your tickets for the new Blitz, right? So you can win these, and you can use the tickets for the new Blitz. Same thing with the Charlotte Flair one and the Aleister Black one, right? You can get those tickets to compete in the new Blitz, the Gauntlet Blitz that's right up here, right? Anything else going on? We probably have, we got some Victory Tour stuff that appeared. So if you have Booker T, if you got both of these people, you can do that one. Andrade, and then Shelton and Fiend. Again, Shelton, everybody should have Shelton, but Fiend, much more rare, right? So those are not going to be great opportunities there. And these are probably just going to be, just to pick up some congratulations on getting some of the new people and give you some stuff. Nothing too amazing. Already looked at the Leap Year Tour. Let's see what's new here. Authors of Pain, right? Rezzer, Calm. Gonna need those to be able to do that. And I think that's it there. All right, Gauntlet Blitz. Let's take a look. What do we got? You only need one person to actually do the Blitz. So, well, I say that like that's easy, but the only two people are Shamrock and Woken Hardy. Well, dang. Okay. Sorry. That sucks. Yeah, that's kind of limiting, isn't it? You have, I guess, a shot if you can do these parts of the contest, right? There's going to be shard bags for Shamrock, so that's a chance to get Shamrock, and shard bags for Woken Hardy, so that's a chance to get Woken. So that's probably going to be your best bet, is if you can compete in the contest and do the contest stuff for the day. You can get some bags, and maybe you get lucky and actually get the character, or maybe you get enough shards to use the character in the Blitz. So the Blitz is going to be around there for about 3 days, right? So if you get them in time, you could participate. But yeah, didn't know that was how that was going to be. I guess I should have read the rules a little better. And then there's no characters in here, but there's some pretty decent prizes for participating in the Blitz. And that's it, guys. Good luck out there. Again, if you can hold off to doing a bunch of stuff until the Lockbox, so that you get credit for yourself and credit for the faction for Lockbox, that'd be great. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.